Happy GA Recap Monday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, magical, wonderful start to your week. I know I am. I had a pretty good weekend. Work was crazy on Saturday. Oh my God. Like, that was the first Saturday that I had ever worked. I was absolutely bombarded from start to finish. Like, it was a 6-hour shift of nonstop movement. Like, I didn't do anything but just go, 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 go. Like, it was crazy. Let's put it this way. I have a goal sheet, like a book, a binder, I guess, that I have to work, like, fill out every day. And we have to set goals for in the morning by what, like, every hour what we want to achieve. Our 5 o'clock goal was $1,600. Our actual amount that we had made by 5 o'clock was $3,300. So that's how well Saturday went. Oh my God. It was absolutely insane. Like, I can't even put into words how amazing and insane it was. But it made the time go by really fast. And I didn't have to really deal with anything like overly crazy or bad. Like, it was just busy. Busy. Did I mention busy? But Sunday was great and relaxing and nice and lazy and amazing, just how I like it to be. And today starts the grind all over again. And I started school today, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm taking 2 classes and working full time and doing videos and trying not to go insane. Okay? Okay. But we are not here to talk about my crazy life. We are here for GA Recap Monday, where I recap the newest episode of Ghost Adventures. And this week, oh my God, had some of the best evidence that we have ever seen on Ghost Adventures ever. The guys went to the Castaneda Hotel in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and it was one of the Harvey houses. Now, a Harvey house was a kind of like an all-inclusive resort for like the 1800s. They were a series and chain of hotels and restaurants that was built by Fred Harvey, and he kind of encompassed everything you'd ever want in a building with his Harvey houses. And so the Castaneda Hotel was an original Harvey house, and it was huge. They all kind of looked the same. They all kind of had the same, features and things like that, but very grand, very amazing, high class, and insanely freaking haunted. Just like a lot of these boom towns were, I mean, like Zach said, they're all kind of insanely freaking haunted. And for some reason, for whatever reason, these hotels and stuff are just known for suicides and random deaths and weird circumstances. One of the biggest stories that surrounds the Castaneda Hotel was that of a bellboy who killed his wife and then killed himself. Why, we don't know. It's just kind of how it is. There was a lot of insane evidence that was talked about during walkthrough. A lot of pictures and shadows and just your typical run-of-the-mill paranormal activity, but on a grand scale. While they were there, a second location popped up, and that was the Plaza Hotel. So lockdown immediately got split into 2. I've noticed now that the guys are discussing more and more about how they're on location for more than one day. Like, it used to be, oh, we did a walkthrough and they do all these interviews and then they go right into lockdown. Now they make a point to let them know, oh, it's day 2 of our investigation, or it's day 3 or day 5 or whatever. It really shows us how long they do an investigation. But they got to go to the Plaza Hotel where they caught, where someone had caught a EVP of a little girl saying grandma, and it was really, really chilling. Like, it was a Class A straight up grandma, like looking for her grandma. It was creepy. So they sent Billy and Jay over there to investigate the Plaza Hotel. They also investigated room 310, which was Byron Mills's room. He was the former owner of the hotel, and that whole section of the hotel is closed off during the winter. They say it's to save electricity and to save power or whatever, and there's a sign on the door that says, like, closed for seasonal maintenance. Please. It's closed because it's insanely freaking haunted, and you don't want a liability of someone having a freaking heart attack in your hotel. Just say it. Like, put the book down, put the owner's manual away, put the customer service crap to the side, and be like, yeah, we don't let anybody in here because it's insanely freaking haunted. Okay? Okay. But you could tell the guys were really excited to be able to investigate 2 locations. So lockdown begins with Zach and Aaron going to the Castaneda Hotel. Billy and Jay go to the Plaza Hotel. They weren't really planning on doing a lockdown, but this is the beauty of having an even number of people. 4 people, 2 locations, split them down the middle, go. Have a good time. Zach and Aaron's lockdown was really eventful, to say the least. So we'll talk about theirs first. They start getting EVP. They start doing a burst EVP session because they keep hearing this female voice with their own ears and they can't hear her. So they're like, well, let me do an EVP session on the digital recorder and try to get anything. And they do get some EVPs, but not with the female voice. They keep hearing it with their own ears, but it's not loud enough for the audio to pick up. But they do get on an EVP, they do get Car and Demon. And Zach's like, I really hope that he's not saying what I think he's saying. Which, I mean, they never want to hear the word demon. Like, it's just spells bad news. And they're still hearing this female voice. So they decide to bust out the SB7 spirit box, which I love. It's my favorite piece of equipment ever. And they finally hear the unexplained female voice, that they keep hearing it. And they keep hearing it, like, they finally decide that what she's saying is not in English. So she's either saying my life or my girl. But it's in Spanish. And then they are upstairs. They move upstairs. And in the lobby where they were hearing those voices, they heard a set of footsteps, and it was insanely loud. And then on the static night vision camera in the lobby, they capture 2 shadows that walk past a beam of light that's reflecting through the hotel. And you can see these shadows walk past and these footsteps that are so loud. So we can only assume that the shadows and the footsteps kind of coincide. And then they're getting intelligent responses. So they're like, hey, can you make a knock? And they tap twice on the wall. And then sure enough, downstairs in the basement, they hear a tap. They send Aaron down the hall by himself, which of course Aaron is not happy about, to kind of follow up and find out where all these noises and these bangs are coming from. And when they get down there, Aaron uses his digital recorder and he's like, where are you? And he gets a Class A EVP, straight up scary as AF. Oh my God. Oh my God. He said, it says right here. And it's like deep voice, clear as day, no hesitation about what it says. Creepy AF. So with that, they bring out the Ovilus 3, another one of my favorite pieces of equipment. And they get, the first 2 responses they get on the Ovilus is Tom Murphy, which is a direct name. And so they're assuming that they're in the presence of Tom Murphy or someone who knew him, or maybe that's who killed the spirit, or we don't know. And then they get an EVP that says they're coming. And this is following them hearing like a lot of metallic banging from downstairs. And so Zach and them are kind of wondering whether or not it may be the spirits that produce the shadows downstairs with the footsteps. But the they're coming is like, they're coming. Like it's sinister and loud and means business. So then they split up. Zach goes to the bar. Aaron goes to the basement. Again, Aaron's not happy about going to the basement. Where he doesn't really get a lot of stuff down in the basement. He just feels a lot of energy and it's really heavy and he's just scared. He gets bangs and a few voices, but it's not anything, but he's just freaked the F out, which I would be too. I mean, I don't like basements anyway. And then being down there by myself is just, I don't know, pushing the limit. I mean, I do it, but it would just be terrifying to me. So, Zach is at the bar and he's got the SB7 spirit box out again and he gets, oh my God, the most amazing effing voice that has ever come through the spirit box. Like, I'm getting excited about it because it's amazing. It's as plain as day. So we know the SB spirit box, the SB7 sweeps over radio frequencies really fast. And these spirits have to talk through these radio frequencies. And that's why it sounds broken a lot of times. Whatever spirit this was intelligent and strong because it comes through the spirit box and says, how would you like another? And it's clear as day, just like that. How would you like another? With a question mark. He's sitting in a bar. How would you like your next drink? It makes perfect sense for what they're doing. So it's not like it's a random something or another that came through. It's not like, you know, they were singing freaking Uptown Funk or something and it was like obviously the radio. No. This was, how would you like another? They're sitting at a bar. It all goes together. And then Zach is like freaking out over that. And then he hears this blood-curdling scream come through the spirit box. So he's really shook up at this point. And then kind of at the end of their lockdown, Zach hears this really loud bang, and it sounds like a gunshot going off. And then a light anomaly kind of shoots off out through the hallway, like massive speed, like just flies off. And it's absolutely insane. Like, they were both shook up, and they were both freaked out, and they were both, like, beyond. So, I mean, that's kind of how their lockdown ended. Now, over at the Plaza Hotel, Billy and Jay are up in room 310, which is the former owner, Byron Mills's former office. It's now a finished hotel room, but it's a former office that's insanely flipping haunted. And they have a new piece of equipment, which we have learned is kind of how they're rolling this year, which I love. I love that they have all this new equipment. So they have the spirit window. Now, the spirit window displays energy fields in an XY format, allowing the user to visualize changes in electromagnetic fields. So there's like these lines, and it's just moving across in a wave. And when something disrupts that field, it picks up on these like dowsing rods that are built out of the box, and it causes that wave to change. Oh my God, that thing was freaking out. Like, they're hearing a bang upstairs, which they're on the top floor. No one can get to the roof, so obviously that's something. And they're hearing all these sounds, and then the room gets really cold, and this box is going nuts. At first, the line splits in half, and the top of it's really small, the bottom of it's really big, and then it just continues to shrink down. It's still going across the screen really fast, but it's going from like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the field is being manipulated. And they're just, it's unbelievable to watch. Like, that's why I love all this crap that Bill Chappell uses, because it freaking works. It's amazing. Like, nothing he's ever invented has ever failed. And it's always done what it's supposed to do, and it's always done something amazing. And so they are just kind of freaking out, and the room is changing temperature. It's getting really cold. And then they hear footsteps, and they're trying to finish up because they're late to get into the basement for their portion of lockdown for the basement. And they're trying to finish up. And they hear these footsteps and stuff, so they leave the room, and this light anomaly follows them, like, out of the room. And we're wondering if that was Byron kind of following them through the hotel, or you know, kind of escorting them out of his office, if you will. And then they go into the basement. They don't really get a lot. They just kind of get the vibe. It's just kind of freaky. But they're trying to make contact with the little girl, but they don't really get anything from her. Overall, it was an amazing episode. Some of the best evidence that we've ever collected. I mean, the shadows, the EVPs, that How Would You Like Another through the spirit box, I don't think I'll ever forget. That was unbelievable. And the bang that Zach heard, that sounded like a freaking gunshot going off, was phenomenal. So, bravo. The guys are 5 for 5. Like, I'm so happy with how this season has went so far. I can't say enough good things about how well the guys are doing. I'm so excited to continue to watch the new season of Ghost Adventures, because it's not disappointing me at all. But that is all I have for GA Recap Monday. I will be back tomorrow for GAQA Tuesday, where I answer all of your Ghost Adventures related questions that you guys ask me all up on the Facebook page or through private message. So until then, stay happy, stay healthy, have a fantastic, great rest of your Monday. Much love and happiness, guys.